Good morning, my dear students. And actually, I'm not sure when you are watching this lesson now. Probably maybe afternoon, maybe evening, I don't know. Now you are free actually to watch or to learn whenever you want. And welcome to your first lesson, online lesson, and I hope you will definitely enjoy it. Our lesson today is very simple, very easy, and you can repeat it many times till you understand. If you have any questions, you can write me or comment on the Google platform or Google Classroom. Our lesson for today is talking about modifiers. It's a grammar lesson. But first of all, what does it mean, modify? Let me give you a sentence and try to guess the meaning. Stop the video and think about it, and then play it and see if your answer is correct or not. Because of the weather yesterday, we modified our plans. We will not go to the cinema because of it. So what do you think modify means? You can stop now the video and think. Yes, your answer is correct. Change. Modify means change. So modifiers, things or words or group of words which change the meaning. Okay. What we are going to focus on today: adjectives, adverbs, phrases, and clauses. Adjectives, adverbs, phrases, and clauses. Okay, but let's again see what's the modifier. And feel free, not feel free, actually, you must take notes. You will be having this PowerPoint, of course. It will be uploaded on the same platform, Google platform. But anyway, take notes. So, and take notes so you can see what you understand, what you are struggling with. Anyways, imagine two girls speaking together. Okay. And one of them said, I bought a skirt yesterday. The other girl was confused actually. Okay, well, you bought a skirt, very good. But what does it look like? Where did you buy it from? When did you buy it? And how much did it cost? When the other girl, the first girl which bought the skirt, when she is answering those questions, she is using modifiers. So let's see now. A modifier is a word, as you can see, or word group that makes the meaning more what? More specific. Let's see what does this mean. So again, a modifier is a word or a word group that makes the meaning of another word or word group more specific. Let's check this. So now our girl started answering those questions. What does it look like? I bought a cute blue skirt. So now she's not just saying I bought a skirt. No, she's mentioning exactly how the skirt looks like. So blue and cute are modifiers to the skirt. Where did you buy it? I bought that cute blue skirt at the mall. So also at the mall is modifying where did I buy it from. So it's modifying the verb. When did you buy it? I bought it today. So also this is another modifier. For how much? For only $10. All those words or word groups are modifiers. We are going to speak about each of them to identify or see the difference between the different types of modifiers, which are adjectives, adverbs, phrases, and clauses. Okay? So let us continue. First of all, we are going to speak about the first group of modifiers. First group of modifiers are mainly just one word. Just one word. So let's check. The first group of modifiers are just one word modifiers. We have just two, adjectives and adverbs. We'll start with adjective. And of course, if I ask any one of you, what is an adjective? You will definitely answer because you are very good and smart and you have been paying attention throughout the previous lessons, and you will answer what? An adjective is a word that makes the meaning of a noun or pronoun more specific. Yes, very good. They lived in a house. Can you see any modifiers? Yes, I see now. They lived in an old house. So a modifier, as you can see, modifies what? What is this? It's a noun, right? Noun, what is a noun, by the way? Maybe you've forgotten. Yes, a modifier, an adjective describes a noun. And a noun is like name of a person, name of a place, an idea. Yes, so as you can see, which house? Old house. And by the way, just a very quick tip. To find your adjective, use which. What does this mean? Use which and create a question from this sentence. Which house she lived in? She lived in an old house. So this means, yes, this old, the word old is the adjective. Okay? Which house they lived in? A colorful house. Yeah, that's my adjective here. And don't forget, the adjective is just one word. So the adjective, mainly, you can use this, which, to find it. Or what? Which or what? Okay. So which sky? What kind of sky? Blue sky. Which girl? That girl. How many? Also it can be used, but usually which or what? How many? 5 fingers. So as you can see, all of our modifiers, which you can see there, are modifying nouns. That girl, 5 fingers, blue sky. Okay? You can stop and repeat again as I've told you, so don't worry. If you don't get this point, don't go to the next point without understanding. Articles, like the apple, this pen, that board, those are articles, and also they modify. Okay? So it's time for practicing. Oh, and of course you can stop to check this. This is just what and by the way, what is the difference between this and that? You can also, because we mentioned this in class as well. So what is the difference between this and that? And those and these. Try to remember. You can stop the video and think about it and answer. Yes, this pen. If I throw this pen there, it became that pen. It's far away from me. These things in front of me, those chairs, they are far. Okay, now it's time for practicing. Let me get my pen, please. Okay, I'm back. So, in front of you here, actually you have 11 adjectives. How many? 11 adjectives. You must find them. Now it's your time now for practice. So you must find the 11 adjectives. You will stop the video now and find the adjectives. They are 11 adjectives, okay? After you are done and you found all of them or some of them, so you can play the video because I'm going to show the answers, okay? Take your time. This is the answer. Which appearance? Fragile appearance. Which distances? Long distances. Which butterfly? Orange and black butterfly. Which flocks? Huge. Which colorful? These colorful. Which butterflies? Colorful butterflies. So as you can see, which can be used for finding your adjective or the adjective in the sentence. Okay, now we are going to another modifier, which is just one word. But this time we said we were talking about the words which are modifying nouns, right? Now we are describing or talking about, this is another practice, I'm sorry. Also try to create some adjectives. And take your time, but this one you don't need more than 1 minute. So, and then any possible reasonable answer will be suitable. So stop it and then play. So let's check some of my answers. Blue sweater, white sweater, any color it can be. Warm sweater. The water was fresh maybe and refreshing. Cold. Have you seen the blue cat, adorable cat she adopted? A small, scaly, whatever you are using here, just if it makes sense, so it's right. Okay, so the answers here are varying. Okay, now we are going to the second. Let me drink some water. Now we are talking about another type of modifiers, and this type also just one word. If you got the adverbs and the adjectives, the rest of the lessons will be extremely easy for you, or the rest of the lesson will be extremely easy. Okay, an adverb, as we already know, if I ask you what is an adverb, any one of you will tell me, it describes the verb, right? As you remember before, we said why they called it adjective and adverb. If you remember this, that we mentioned before, that an adjective, before it was like this. Add, the grammar guys in the past, add, subject, or object, right? This is the... Next time I'm going to use my mouse. I forgot to bring it today, so that's why my handwriting is not that wonderful, as you know. So it's long add to the subject. So what did they do? They deleted the D here, the D here. So if a word modifies or adds new information to the subject of the sentence or to the object of the sentence, now it's called adjective, right? For example, the smart boy here is the subject, the smart boy is going to the cinema today, whatever. So boy is the subject, and smart is is modifying the boy, so that's why it's called adjective. So that's why we have at the end here that the adjective adds new information to the subject or the verb. But what about the verb? Think about it for a while and you will find the answer actually. Yes, what? Add to what? Add new information to what? To the verb, yes. So they just took away one D and became like this. But later on, actually we found that the adverb doesn't just modify the verb, it modifies other things. This is what we are going to talk about. So you can take notes of this, not beautiful handwriting, but tomorrow it's going to be more better. Anyway, so let me erase this and get back to our adjectives and adverbs. Okay, I'm deleting everything now. Okay, so how a word can modify a verb, which is the first usage of an adverb. An adverb is a word you must take notes. I'll check your copybooks when you are back. Okay, an adverb is a word that makes the meaning of verb more specific. The rain fell. She didn't add anything about the falling rain, but now she said that the rain fell softly. How it fell softly? How it fell violently, like a few days ago. So as you can see, violently or softly are modifying the verb. Not just the rain didn't just fall and that's all. No, it fell violently. So I'm adding new extra information on the verb. Okay? This is the first usage and the most common usage of the adverb, that it modifies a verb. What else it modifies? Modifies another adjective. It modifies another adverb. But let's get to the adjective first. Beth is a fine singer. She is a fine singer. And of course, as you know, if we cross this, fine here is modifying a noun. And when a word modifies a noun, it's called what again? It's called adjective, right? Excellent. But we have another word now describing this adjective. What will we call it? Excellent, yes. It's called adverb, okay? Here, we are talking about the third usage of the adverb. So again, the adverb describes a verb, describes an adjective, or describes a friend, a relative, another adverb, a colleague. So the dog caught the ball quickly. How quickly? Quite quickly, very quickly. So as you can see, quiet is modifying an adverb, because as you, of course, you are smart enough and you know that quickly is modifying. How did he catch it? He caught it quickly. And we have this quiet is modifying my adverb here, so it's also called adverb. So now, let's go to a very important slide. How to find my adverb? Mainly you can ask yourself those questions. And add to them, please, why? Where, when, how, and why. Where, when, how, and why. Do you remember how do we find the adjective? By asking what? Yes? Which. Right. Now you will use those to find, so it's easier, yes, to find the adjective. And also, of course, it's easy as well to find the adverb. At any point you don't understand, please repeat the last part till you get each and every point I mentioned. Okay? Just 1 second. Yes, I'm back. So let's get back to those questions. The rooster crowed. This is a rooster, okay? Where? Outside. So outside is modifying the verb crowed. When? Today. So it's also modifying crowed, the verb, not the rooster. The rooster, today rooster? No. Which rooster? Today rooster? No. When did the rooster crow? He crowed today. How? Loudly. To what extent? Never. Okay, now it's time for practicing. Here, in sentence 1, you have just one adverb. In sentence 2, you have another, just one adverb. But in sentence 3, you have 3. Okay, 3 adverbs. Stop the video, take your time, 2 minutes, and answer. I'll show the answers after you are done. And if you've got all the right answers, clap your hands for yourself, because you are not in class. Or you can bring your mother to clap her hands for you, okay? So let's answer now. Number 1. How did she listen to the sound? She listened closely. She took a very careful. How careful she is. Very careful. And careful, by the way, of course. I believe some of you might have written careful as an adverb. No, careful is an what? Yes, excellent. Yes, I hear you. Yes, you said adjective. Yes, why it's an adjective? Because it's describing step. Which step? A careful step. Careful is an adjective. When we have a word describing an adjective, it's called what? Adverb. Yes, well done, amazing, good job. Let's see here, we have 3. I hope you've got all of them and someone clapped your hands for you or you clapped your hands for yourself. How she was beating rapidly. How rapidly? Incredibly rapidly. So those are 2 adverbs. One of them is describing, as you can see, the main verb. The other one is describing his friend, which is an adverb. So that's why we have those 2 as adverbs. Clear is modifying what, by the way? Ask yourself. It's describing quiet, I'm sorry, is describing what? Clear, right? And clear, what is clear, by the way? It's adjective, yes, well done, because it's describing thoughts. And when we have a word describing another adjective, it's called adverb. I hope you got it, and this is the last exercise for today. And tomorrow we are going to discuss the phrases and clauses as modifiers. I hope you repeat this lesson more than one time so you can get it. Okay, now in this last exercise, you will just the underlined words, as you can see there, almost, new, desperately, fascinating, they are modifiers. But I want you to decide by yourself, after what you've learned, are they adjectives or adverbs? What do you think? You have 1 minute, and I hope you get all of them right. So stop the video now and start answering. When you are done, please continue. Okay, let's check the answers. So, almost. An adverb. Yes, why? What about straight, by the way? This is a bonus question for smart guys. Straight is what? Straight is an adjective. Why? Because it's describing line, which is a noun. And when a word describes a noun, it's called adjective. And when another word describes this adjective, it's called adverb. So if you got number 1 as an adverb, you are amazing. You did a good job today. The students visited the school. Which school? School is a noun. And we know noun is name of a person or of a place or an idea. So which school? The new school. So it's what? Yes, well done. It's an adjective. Clap your hands, and this is 1 for you, because if no one to clap your hands for you. The number 3, the Jackson's cat was clinging. How she was clinging? She was clinging what? Desperately. So what? So this is what? Yeah, yes, you're right. It's an adverb modifying this. So amazing job if you got the 3rd one correct. So the first adverb, second adjective, the 3rd one is adverb. You will be amazing and did great job if you did the last one. Fascinating. Didn't anyone else see that fascinating movie? Fascinating. Which movie, guys? The fascinating, the amazing, the wonderful movie. So yes, it's describing movie. So it's an adverb. No. Yes, you're right. It's an adjective. Well done. An excellent job for all of you today. So you can repeat more than 1 time the video, and we will stop here. Tomorrow we are going to speak about different the second group of modifiers, which are the more than 1 word. You can ask on Google Classroom if you have any questions, and I will reply to you as soon as possible. And have a lovely